That's my name.
I'm very excited. This guy's 2 for 2 in my book at this point. This is not as good as End of the Line, but I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Calm the fuck down. We haven't even started yet.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Sharks Across Hollywood, and I yelled really, really loud. I have to make up for the lack of energy in the last episode because I was depressed. I'm still depressed, but I'm feeling it a lot less today, so here we go.
I'm very glad that you're less depressed today. That's when you're in the throes of it, that's a big step, is just less.
We're going to talk about some Canadian shit. Canada, where we all aspire to live now because people are apparently escaping the country. Let me in, please. I like hockey, and I like your dumb Canadian horror movies.
I do like the dumb Canadian horror movies.
Even though Maurice Devereaux, I don't know what the fuck he's up to now. He's still not doing anything else.
Has it still been like 23 years since his last movie or something?
Whenever End of the Line came out.
That was his last one.
I think so.
It's a goddamn shame. Such a good movie. And this is good too. I enjoyed the hell out of this. That's the key to the metaphor is that yeah.
Let's talk about something with no metaphors.
No,
at all.
Clearly there's no subtext to this.
I don't know how much of that we're going to use, so I'm going to make a nice transition. I don't know if I'm going to decide to keep that last 20 minutes. I'm going to make a nice transition. I fucking don't remember what the fuck we were talking about. So, slashers.
That was seamless, buddy. Seamless.
And take 2, but it still doesn't matter because I don't remember what I said 20 minutes ago. Let's talk about slashers.
Okay.
Let's talk about Canadian horror. Let's talk about Maurice Devereaux. Maurice Devereaux is a crazy person. I'm not actually sure that he's a crazy person. I think he has the mind of a child. Have you ever seen this motherfucker? Have you watched any of those interviews?
I've not watched a single interview.
The whole time he's twitching and talking and using his hands and just going all.
Really?
I'm like, dude, calm down. And if you watch any videos of him directing, his hand is up like it's a camera constantly, and he's walking around and just doing the thing with his, the director thing with his hands.
That thing?
He's not doing that, but he is literally not just.
He's not framing. He's just
not the
putting his
framing.
hand
He's
up.
literally, yeah.
Oh wow.
His hand is up like he's got this
like
goblet.
there's a monitor in his hand that
yeah,
he's looking
and he's
at.
just guiding people around.
Okay, now I have to watch some of these. Is this in the special features?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to watch the special features now. I didn't have time to crack them open.
There's
this
a
morning.
few featurettes and shit, and it's just fucking funny.
And I haven't dug into End of the Line yet, the End of the Line Blu-ray, because I did get that because I watched slashers with my girlfriend this morning, and I told her, because she enjoyed it too. She I wasn't sure if she was going to enjoy it or not. She really did. And then I'm like, well, we definitely got to watch End of the Line now because End of the Line is even better than this.
Oh, End of the Line is the Maurice Devereaux movie.
Yeah.
If you want to know what this guy's about, End of the Line is the one, because that's a legit good movie. This is a stupid good movie.
I agree with you. The End of the Line is a legitimately good movie. But then at the same time, End of the Line does have a lot of the same problems that this movie has.
It does.
In terms of the acting is subpar, but somehow the movie gets away with it because it's so uniform. I come back to that thing where we're it's uniformly on a level, and so you just kind of ease into it.
There's one or two people where you're like, holy shit, they're really acting, but then everybody, it doesn't really take away from it when everybody else is
yeah, I don't know,
yeah.
It works. It shouldn't. This is another movie like End of the Line where I'm like, this is so much better than it deserves to be given its technical shortcomings, and there's a lot of technical shortcomings in this movie, but somehow it works.
You try making a movie for $150,000.
Oh,
apparently.
and this looks like every bit of $150,000 at most.
Do you know what this movie looks like to me? I was watching it this morning and I'm like, oh shit, I think this is why I am okay with this. It looks like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad and Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I agree.
The lighting is exactly the same.
The lighting the lighting's so bad in this.
But it also makes sense because it's supposed to be a live reality show.
Yeah.
This isn't a movie, this is a show.
Yeah. No, and so I'm able to write off a lot of the technical shortcomings to that specifically. But then there are problems with this movie, but somehow
Scrunchy face Megan.
It's God. Yeah, she should have ruined this movie for me, honestly, and she didn't. So I don't know what Maurice Devereaux. I honestly don't know what he's doing right that is making these movies work. despite the fact that they should absolutely not work.
I think it says more about us than it does about him. In some of the interviews, he's like, people hate this movie. And like, if you like this movie, that's awesome. And I'm glad there's like a cult following, but like a lot of people hate this movie.
No, I mean, that's
and
fair.
I'm like,
I
no,
can absolutely see
totally
why this,
get that. And
yeah.
I understand why. But then that says more about us because we like dumb
I guess
shit.
that's true. I guess that's true. But this, I don't know. Like, I will watch. I've seen better movies and not enjoyed them. And I'm not talking about like high level. You know, I'm not talking about like elevated. You know, like or you know, quote unquote good movies. I'm talking about like I've seen better movies that are in this same type of a genre that I should enjoy more than this, and I didn't. I didn't enjoy more than there's something about this that is just really, really fun. This movie was just a lot of fun, start to finish for me.
You watched the 99-minute director's cut, right?
Yes, I watched the director's cut. You said that was
Yes.
his preferred version, so that's the version I watched.
So after I told you that, I listened to the commentary track. He talked about the 120-minute cut, which was the original cut, and for some reason he didn't like it and it didn't really work for him. But the way he described it made it sound so interesting. I'm like, oh my God, I think tomorrow morning I'm going to have to watch that cut because I'm so curious. It is one continuous shot. It's all in real time. So is the 99-minute cut, but there's way fewer like magic cuts to make it look like one shot. And you get like way more backstory. You get everybody's kind of like thing in way more so than you do in the 99-minute cut. I'm like, he cut 20 minutes out of this fucking movie.
Yeah, no, he cut.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of material that got cut.
Yeah, and it's all in there, and it works just as well, but in a different way. I'd rather go back and watch the shorter one. Like that's the ideal way, and I'm like, he was right to do it that way. Yeah, it's really interesting. You get way more Preacher Man stuff.
Oh, more Preacher Man.
You get more stuff during the introductions
Uh-huh.
of them, which is cool because you get all these characters, and it's so much cooler.
Interesting.
It's just
I
interesting.
did kind of feel like Preacher Man didn't really get enough time in there. Like he kind of felt a little more throwaway. So I'm wondering if maybe that fleshes him out a little bit to where
not as much as I think you might want, but he just gets a few more beats to kind of be creepy and cool. I love a good Southern preacher archetype that's evil because I just imagine they're all actually like that.
I mean, it works for a reason, right? Like people keep coming back to it because it works. They keep coming back to the psychotic Southern preacher.
There's a
for
reason.
Yeah.
Because they're creepy.
Yes.
And they touch little boys.
Yes.
Yeah, that is just a blanket statement. Every Southern preacher person touches children.
If you have proof that this is not true, please come on the show and we'd be happy to smack you around a little bit.
See, that's the thing. I can say whatever I want. Try to prove that wrong, you motherfucker. I'm actually surprised at the lack of nudity in this movie.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I mean, we really only saw that gal's tits for like 2 seconds,
Megan.
and that was it.
Poor Megan.
Again, she should have ruined this movie for me, and somehow did not. I don't know. I honestly, that has kind of been like how I felt about both these movies. Is like I shouldn't have enjoyed this as much as I did. I really shouldn't have.
You just want to be Canadian.
Well, you're not. Yeah, you're not wrong.
If you embrace their shitty movies,
a part of me. There's definitely
which these movies aren't. Okay, yeah, they're bad, but they're not bad. You know, it's that thing. There's a reason it's a 4 point whatever on IMDb.
Well, but I mean, honestly, horror always gets that. Like fucking with very, very few exceptions. And there are exceptions, but they are so few and far between. Horror is the redheaded stepchild of the movie industry, and it's always going to get rated lower than it deserves. Like it just always will. 100%. Well, maybe not 100%, but it's like 99 point something % of the time. If it's a horror movie, it's going to get rated lower than it deserves. I mean, probably even the ones that are rated highly deserve to be rated higher, but they don't get it because, like, probably Get Out, you know?
That's a 10 out of 10.
Which
Fuck
is a
everybody.
fucking masterpiece.
And it only has a 7 something on IMDb.
How does that movie only have a 7? That movie's a goddamn masterpiece. It's perfect on every level. People just, like, some people are just gut level, can't connect with horror.
Yeah, 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's fucking bullshit. I understand, you know, like no movie's going to get a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. It's just not possible. But that movie is as perfect as the highest rated movie on IMDb. I'm sorry, it just is. You can't find a movie for me that's more perfect than Get Out. You could find a movie that's as perfect as Get Out, and you can argue that the themes are maybe better in certain movies, maybe, but that's a subjective thing, you know. But like, just in terms of like everything that's going on in that movie is done to perfection, and for it only to be at a 7 is bullshit.
You know, it has nothing to do with slashers. Fucking Get Out.
Out.
That movie is so far removed from anything that has to do with it. This movie doesn't follow any of the tropes except for show your tits because it's a horror movie.
Well, they give it a really there's a solid
reason,
in-universe reason for it.
But it's flip-flop because usually the first person to show their tits is the first person to die.
That's true. It does undermine the trope in that respect, in that
because they can't just kill everybody, get naked because it's a game show.
They survive longer because they showed their tits. The one person who shows their tits, spoiler alert,
final girl.
She's the final girl.
So does anybody actually know what the fuck we're talking about?
It's a movie called Slashers.
You click. I did say what the movie was called, but what the movie is, it's basically Running Man with slasher villains.
Well, it's a Japanese game show. It's important to recognize the Japanese game
that it's
show
a Japanese
thing.
Yeah, because Japanese game show. I don't know if we had like a lot of access to that stuff back in 2001 when this came out.
Yeah, there was. I mean, Cable had brought over not Takeshi's Castle, but they brought Takeshi's Castle over as Most Extreme Challenge or whatever it was, where they have the
was
the
that
cheese
already
ball
happening?
dubs and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was already happening. No, Takeshi's Castle started in the 80s.
I just mean over here. Like I remember they brought a bunch of
pretty sure
Ninja Warrior and all that crazy.
Yeah,
shit
I'm pretty sure
over
all
here.
that came over in the late 90s. So he made this movie like at the height of the craze when the shit was going on.
So it's a Canadian movie that takes place in Japan, but is supposed to be being broadcast to an American audience, like almost specifically for them, because in the world of the movie, this is a game show that happens every week or two. I think it's every week, it says, where they get 6 contestants in there to maybe survive 2 hours in this maze.
Well, in this version, 90 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. In this maze-like thing where they're being chased by 3 psycho killers. And they're actually killing people.
Yes.
And the American and European governments are like, what backing this financially.
Yeah, because it's a huge money making scheme. Basically, it's kind of a critique on capitalism.
Yeah. Wow, early on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it. I'm sorry.
No, not you. Them. No, nobody was thinking about that shit back then.
Oh, plenty of people were.
I mean, they were, but I wasn't because I was. When this came out, I was
16,
12?
15, 12. Oh, fuck. That's right. I forget you're so much.
Oh wait, 2001. No, 2001. I was 14.
I was 22. So yeah.
I'm younger than you, man.
I know.
I was waking up to go to my freshman classroom.
I forget
on
how
the morning
much
of 9/11.
I forget how much younger than me you are.
Yeah, no. So I wasn't thinking about any of that shit. I was thinking about like, oh, I wonder if anybody's gonna bring a gun to school today. Yeah, so let's just talk about this movie. The plot is literally 6 assholes running from 3 other assholes, and that's pretty much it.
I mean, that's the gist of it.
But you get all the character stuff, and then there's some technical stuff that's fun. Two of the notes that I took while I was listening, I only took 2 notes, I guess, while I was listening to the commentary because then I fell asleep.
You fucking slack-ass piece of shit.
He said there were a bunch of 6-minute takes, so it's basically the whole movie is in one shot. That's air quotes, one shot. This was being done way before. Like there were a few movies that did that.
I mean, in the 90s that became like that really took off because like the post Quentin Tarantino film nerddom thing.
People were
getting obsessed with people were getting obsessed with the Alfred Hitchcock thing, and Alfred Hitchcock made Rope, which was all done as as a single shot using the magic cutaways to cover the splices and the reels.
He did not bring that one up, but he brought up a bunch of people saying that he was copying a movie with Bruce Campbell in it called Running Time.
Yes, Running Time. That's another that was from the 90s, and that was partly because of the post Tarantino thing, getting people interested in older movies again, and people discovering movies like Rope is an excellent example.
I'm gonna have to check some of those out. That's great. Like doing it all in one shot. Obviously, it's not all one shot, like literally, but like making
and then the guy who I can never remember his name, but the guy who directed Leaving Las Vegas, right around that time, late 90s, he directed a movie called Time Code, which was also all a single shot, but shot with 4 different cameras that were all on different actors playing out different portions of the movie in real time. So like it was a whole thing in the 90s.
No, that's cool. I like playing with different. If you've listened to this for any amount of time, I'm not like a film guy. I don't know. Like I like movies, but I don't really give a shit about film technique. But sometimes I notice it, and sometimes it's fun.
I mean, it's fun when it contributes to your enjoyment of the experience. I think like that's the big key. Is like, does it contribute to your enjoyment of the experience, or does it detract from your enjoyment of the experience? In this case, I think it enhances the storytelling by making it more believably a real-time thing that we're watching live, and that's the built-in premise of the show, so it needs to do that.
So he said that they did a bunch of it in like 6-minute takes. That's a long fucking take.
Yeah.
For any actor to just kind of like do.
Especially for these actors who are not good at what
really
they're
that
doing.
Good, yeah. And it was 18 times he said they had to do some of these.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, fuck.
No wonder the sets look like they were made for $10. They were spending all their time on.
That's my next note.
Doing these long shots.
Yeah. So well, he had $150,000. Give him a fucking break.
No, I'm not. I think the set design for this is actually kind of perfect because again, the whole premise
it looks like
is this is a
Japanese reality TV show.
This is a weekly contest show where they're putting these sets together on a weekly basis on the fly, and they're supposed to be full of traps and tricks that people are exploiting or the killers specifically are exploiting to make it more exciting.
And that actually goes right down to the killers themselves and their weird little masks. They're not like really heavily prosthetic masks. They're just like, you just rubber mask, you slip over your face, and that's
exactly
part of the aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
It all fits into the premise of the story we're watching.
A lot of it was shot on several different paintball courses.
That does not surprise
me. And like after I heard that,
yeah,
all I can see is like just these paintball things like behind everybody. Like there's paintballs on like everywhere. Like that's awesome. And then like
they just rolled over the paint, and there's like
no, not even.
Oh,
not even.
really?
Yeah, you can just look behind them, and then
like, shit.
But then there's some sets that they built in like a gym,
right?
And what did I say? Look at that, just like John Hughes. Because the whole Breakfast Club library was built in a high school gym. I bet he never thought he'd get that comparison before.
No, I don't think he would have thought that for a second.
Well, yeah, so I did decide to watch the 2-hour cut because I'm a masochist, I wrote down. And he cut out 20 fucking minutes. That's crazy that he cut that 20 minutes. And the director's cut's never shorter than the original cut.
Almost never.
Like every once in a while I've heard
exception that proves the rule, this guy.
Yeah, it was the right choice.
Well, that's good to know.
I'd recommend going and watching it because
I'll definitely watch.
It's the exact same movie. Just
I will absolutely
with more character
watch
shit.
The director's cut, yeah.
It didn't feel hard to watch, which is nice. I want to meet our main characters here, our contestants, because the first one we meet is the big buff black man whose name is Devon, or Devon.
It's Devon.
It's either one apparently because everybody calls him something different.
True, but having known a Devon, it's Devon.
It's Devon. It is
because he got called Devon and Devon like also all the time, but it was Devon.
And then
people fuck that up constantly.
And you'll get backstories for all these people as the movie goes on. And then you have Michael. He's a nerd. That's all you really need to know about him right now.
Initially, yes.
I want it all, mijo. I remember that line forever. I don't know why, because it was just such a cringy delivery.
Oh,
like,
and her cringy response. Doesn't everybody?
And he's like, fuck you. Like he gets all weirded out by it.
Oh, it's so good.
And I wrote down Rebecca is stacked. She's the hot one. Rick is all in. That's what he says. Triple slasher dare.
Yes.
He's gonna go kill all 3 of the slashers. Megan has a scrunchy face. That's my only note.
What helps with her for me is that she immediately like reveals that her whole goal was to come on the show and get killed as like a protest.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
As soon as the game starts.
Well, that makes sense. That makes what like the nervousness and the scrunchy facedness and all of that shit. It makes it make sense. But then of course she realizes that nobody gives a shit, and she realizes that they're not going to just kill her because that's not what they do. And she realizes how over her head she is. and then she kind of like develops a will to survive, and she has a satisfying character arc despite the fact that the lady plays her kind of annoying.
I also have a shirt count for her. Then there's Brenda. Brenda is an actress, and her whole thing is, I just want to be an actress and get on TV, and that's why she's here.
That's a terrible motive for this.
I know. And then the show, and every once in a while it cuts to a commercial break, and during the commercial break we learn that the showrunners are like very concerned that somebody's gonna commit harikiri, which is Japanese suicide. So keep that in mind for later.
Yeah, they specifically set that up, like to the cameraman, like don't let him fucking do it without and roll out the runtime.
Then we meet our slashers. The first one we meet is Chainsaw Charlie. He's played by Neil Napier, who played Neil in End of the Line. You remember the Family Man guy who killed people with an axe?
No, I got to go back and. It's been a couple of years since we watched that. I need to go back and rewatch it.
I know I told this story on the End of the Line one. Remember when the black guy got his head cut off with the sword?
Yes, not specifically, but I mean I remember he got killed.
On the commentary track or one of the making of featurettes on the End of the Line DVD that I have, Morris Devereaux said that they used Neil Napier's bust to make the black guy bust for the beheading, because Neil Napier kind of had the head of a black guy. I'm like, Morris, what the fuck?
Oh God, I gotta watch these special features. I gotta dig into these.
This guy's a fucking maniac. It is so funny. And then we meet Chainsaw Charlie. By the way, he's like this redneck guy. He's your typical redneck slasher with a chainsaw and talks all southern.
They even call him like our favorite inbred hillbilly or something like that.
And then we meet Preacher Man, also played by Neil Napier.
The eyes on this character are genuinely upsetting.
He's creepy.
The way they did the makeup for his eyes is. Ugh.
And we talk about him. He definitely is like every Southern preacher you've ever met in your life, because they're really like that.
They're all serial killers who are touching young boys.
So we meet Dr. Ripper, and he's like the big, most famous guy. The best.
I got the cover with the doctor on it.
Oh yeah.
Did you get the doctor cover?
No,
as well?
I got like the three people, okay. All three of them. He's creepy, and he's basically just Dr. Giggles, but he's played by a perfect name for this actor, Christopher Piggins.
What I like best about the doctor, okay, and this is going to be so fucking weird. Like, I don't know if you spotted this, but his mask, he's got this little over his mouth, he's got a
like an oxygen mask,
a respirator.
But it kind of looks like a pig nose.
But it's got like a little tube sticking down out of it at like the halfway mark, and it looks like buck teeth on it. Yeah. And his mouth looks like it's a big smile with buck teeth sticking down out of the front.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it just cracked me up when I saw it, and I was like, okay, I got to get that cover.
It is good. I couldn't decide, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'll pick one. I didn't know. I remember I asked you which one you got, and I got the other one.
Well, there was a Preacher Man one, too, if I recall correctly. Like, there was a Preacher Man.
It is weird how prominently he is featured being the character that he is in the movie.
Yeah, because he is kind of the three killers. He's kind of the throwaway.
Well, yeah, he's the new guy. It's his first show.
He is creepy as fuck, though.
It's $12 million is the prize, because last week nobody won. So you have to last like a certain amount of time, and any amount of people can win as long as they survive.
Yeah.
And
then you get $2 million extra for every slasher you kill.
And it's funny. They never said like, oh, if you kill one of your fellow castmates, you can get an extra $1 million. That would have been an interesting little deal. So they do end up killing the Preacher Man, and he's the first one to go in fucking brutal fashion too. And it made me.
Oh yeah,
it's very good.
Oh no, it's juicy. I liked it.
Oh, before that though, shirt count 1, because the second they get in there, Megan does her martyr thing, and Dr. Giggles, he's Dr. Ripper, comes up behind her. He's like, "Oh, little flower, you creepy shit, creepy rapey." He's like, "Everybody wants to see this." He rips off her fucking shirt. She's like, "Oh my god, my boobies!" And then she ends. So that's one shirt. She gets. I'm not counting them until they come off though.
That's fair.
She gets Devon's shirt, and then eventually in the same scene, Brenda, the actress. Because the Devon has like watched the show. We learn later that he's a boxer and he prepared for fights by watching all his backstory again is elaborated upon more in the extended cut. And
I was gonna say because I can see what you're talking about, like where he's a boxer who watches the fights of his opponents, but clearly that part got cut in the trimming.
he's prepared because he watched the show, so he knows like all their tricks and shit. And he's like telling her, like, oh, you've got to give him time for the bookies and all that shit. And Brenda looks at him and goes, what are my chances? And he's like, about 5-1. I don't know what that means. Then she takes off her shirt and she's like, how about now? He's like, a whole lot better. And then he had given Megan his shirt so we can see how sexy he is.
Yes.
And he is.
Very. Yeah,
stacked,
very.
this dude.
I kudos to the director, because yeah, you absolutely should have gotten that guy out of his shirt. That is 100% the right decision.
He walks up to Megan, who's still cowering in the corner, and with Brenda's shirt, and goes, hey, you want to trade up? Shirt number 2. Megan shirt count. I call it the Megan shirt count. There's always a weird clown room. There's always a clown. If you watch the show, because there's an intro, because it's a TV show, there's a clown killer. There's all sorts of weird killers that you don't see.
Yeah.
It's even longer in the extended cut, obviously. And the cameraman randomly will chime in with advice sometimes, but not really that helpful advice. Just like, hey, talk about yourself, and then maybe the slashers will leave you alone. I don't know. And Rebecca gives her backstory. She's the fitness girl. She has multiple sclerosis, so she just kind of wants to come here, and if she makes it out, she can do all sorts of good stuff with the money, or just have a lot of fun until she dies or loses her mind or body or whatever. You know that room that they eventually end up in with all the pictures of the past victims? So we learn about that guy prior to that in the extended cut, and that happens to be Megan's boyfriend that she's seeing.
That does not. Yeah, I figured he was probably a love
not
interest.
just a friend.
Yeah.
She and he came on the show so he could pay for college.
Wow, they have that same problem in Japan.
Apparently.
Okay, well, Japan's off the list. I'm kidding. I'm not going to college. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say, for us, like we're done with that college shit at this point, aren't we?
I don't have any more. All my kids have made their college decisions, so I don't fucking got to worry about it.
Cruising along, we lose Rebecca to not to Preacher Man, because Rebecca and Megan take out Preacher Man together.
Yes.
We do lose Rebecca to Chainsaw Charlie, who's so creepy. This guy's a creepy weirdo. The walls are thin. They're not actually made out of bricks.
No, they're just painted to look like it. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking hardcore first kill.
It is, and she's the first one to go out, so Dr. Ripper is there, and he's holding Megan. He's behind her, because that's what he fucking does.
He's got a specific kink.
Charlie, like, he had just walked away because he's like, oh, I'm out of gas in my chainsaw. You guys wait right here. I'll be right back. I can't do his voice because holy fuck. Because his voice is really specific. Yeah, and it's really good. So Dr. Ripper has Megan, and he's like making her watch, and Chainsaw Charlie, comes and punches through the wall and then grabs Rebecca, and then the saw comes out and cuts her in half, and it fucking takes forever. It takes a long time.
It is not quick. It is not quick.
I'm wondering if it just didn't work and that's why it took so long.
No, I think they wanted to draw it out. It's drama. They're doing this for the show, right? Like, Chainsaw Charlie is a performer. He knows you got to keep the audience engaged.
Yes. It looks like the prosthetic guts didn't quite work the right way, because he's like holding the rest of her body, and he like has to jiggle it to make the guts fall out. I don't know if I actually saw that. It just seems kind of funny how long it takes for everything to fall out of the top half of her body.
Okay, that's a second viewing catch, I think. I'll probably catch that on my second viewing. I did not catch it this time.
Yeah, watch that, and I don't. Just funny. This is so fucked up. And poor Megan, Dr. Ripper's like, watch it, and then he's
like, okay, you watched it. Now I'm gonna watch you. Takes her shirt off again.
Takes her shirt off. Megan's shirt count, number 3, but she also rips off his mask. So Megan is also very much the main character, because there's one camera guy.
Yeah, she's fully become the main character at this point.
She is literally in every shot and every scene.
Yeah, the entire time. That's the one thing that I feel like, that's the one thing that I think took me out of this thing, is the idea of a single camera person on this thing. Like, how that makes no sense. Doing it with a single camera person. I understand narratively, in order to make the end twist work, they had to have it that way, but it just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
That's funny, because they actually talk about that too, because I think people had that complaint. So he's like, well, first of all, budgetary, like, we just didn't want to have to rent another camera, even though in the extended cut you do see another cameraman, but maybe they didn't want to rent it for longer. But he's like, and it would kind of take away the suspense, because if you have 2 cameras, then the guys could just kind of pop up anywhere. If we're following the one, then it's like eventually they're gonna pop out like right in front of you. I don't know. It was fucking. Now repeating it, I'm like, no, that's just an excuse. You just didn't have any money. That's fine.
Yeah, they didn't have any money, and also it's harder to track multiple stories at once. I get that. from a writing and directing perspective, tracking multiple stories is way harder than tracking a single story.
And everybody kind of like converges on one another again, minus Rebecca, of course, because she's dead.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the clear way to survive this, if that's the case, is just stay the fuck away from the cameraman.
Yeah, but you can't.
Sure you can.
Not-
Most of the characters did for
not
most
if you,
of the story.
Not if you keep on hanging out with Megan, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. Just get the fuck wherever the cameraman is. Don't be there.
Yeah, that's what Devon says. He's like, yeah, I'm leaving because if that motherfucker's next to you, something's gonna go down. But he keeps on saving Megan's ass. Like that's his whole purpose throughout the entire thing. Because it happens like 3 times. So a little more backstory into some of our other characters here. Rick, who's a guy who's funny as shit. Like everything he says it makes me laugh. He was dared to come onto the show. And Michael is like, haha, I dare you to fucking do stuff. Da, 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 da.
I dare you to say something smart. Didn't he say that?
Yeah. This guy's whole character is just daring people, apparently, or getting dared. And Brenda just wants to be an actress. And he has taken it upon himself, Rick has, to protect her because she's hot. Then we get to the Bridge of Death. This is where Chainsaw Charlie gets taken out, along with Rick, because Rick sacrifices himself for the rest of the group.
I do like the interplay between them in that.
Oh, the commercial break?
Yeah, the commercial break.
Even longer, again, during
really?
in the extended cut, but it all boils down to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's like, Rick is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, man. Basically, he's just like going badass action guy. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And Charlie's like, no, you're not, you fucking pussy. And then the commercial cuts to commercial, and then you see they all have the killers, they have the shot collars on just like the contestants. So
Yeah. So they have to obey the rules too.
So I'm wondering how voluntary it all is.
Well, I mean, I can see it being voluntary. Like they just have to keep them in line. They have to make sure that they don't kill somebody out of context or
During
like
commercial
during
break,
a
you
commercial
can't.
break.
You see him touch his ear, and he has a little earphone thing. And he's like, "Yeah, bullshit. I'm gonna hold my position," and his accent's completely gone.
He dropped character. Real quick.
This fucking guy is dead serious, right? And then they talk, and then he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you as soon as those cameras come back on, or as soon as we get back from commercial. He's like, no, you're not.
No, the key to it is, for the listener, if you haven't watched it yet, the key to it is underneath this bridge that they're all on is just like a field of spikes. So anybody who goes over the edge is definitely dying.
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, and he says, "Yeah, you may kill me, but I'm taking you down with me."
Yeah,
and that's where Chainsaw Charlie is like, Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I got kids, man.
This is just a job, dude. It's like, yeah, well, I got kids too, motherfucker. I do like that. I do like that that kind of aside that happens during the commercial break. I thought that was good.
He's the only one who breaks character. Because I thought when I first watched this, when the camera cut, or when it cut to commercial, when Preacher Man was ready to kill Rebecca, I thought he was going to like be like, oh yeah, this is fun, isn't it, or something. But he never does.
No, he never breaks. That makes sense though, because he's new.
That's true. Well, you'd think he's new, so he would.
No, if anything, I would think he's probably trying harder than the rest of them.
Trying real hard now. He's dead.
Yeah.
Rigor mortis makes you nice and hard.
That's fair. Yeah, it does for a while.
So yeah, we get back from commercial, and Rick and Charlie go over the edge. It's fucking.
I mean,
cool.
that's an oversimplification, but yes, it is ultimately what.
And then it gets Mortal Kombated on the spikes down below.
It's pretty sweet.
And then the next one to bite the dust is Brenda. She gets her head fucking cut off because like she got her face cut up and she's like, oh my god, I'm an actor, and it sucks. Also, Michael loses his shirt in that scene too, so because everybody takes off their shirts in this movie. But I love Brenda's prosthetic head.
They did a good job on that. It looks really good. That's a good looking prosthetic.
Oh, by the way, Devon has like split from the group multiple times too because he knows that where the camera is, that's where you don't want to be. So he's like, I can't be worrying about you motherfuckers, so I'm gonna leave. And he keeps on abandoning poor Megan with these idiots.
And as soon as he decides not to, that's when he's a dead man.
The love room. That's my only note.
Jesus.
The love room. It's down. Devon's off doing whatever he's doing, and Michael and Megan are hanging out now, and they go to the love room. And it's basically like, hey man, we have 18 minutes left. If we fuck, they're just gonna leave us alone until the next commercial break. It'll buy us a few minutes. And she's like, no, thank you. Can we go? He's like, fuck no, we're gonna do this. And it's like, this is what they want, right? And I'm like, God, this guy's a fucking psycho. What the fuck?
He basically holds her down and is like, it doesn't have to be consensual.
Yep. It's like they like it. Nothing it's in the contract. Nothing that happens during the show is legally binding or anything. They can do whatever they want.
Nothing can be admitted in court.
Admissible.
Admissible. There you go. Thank you.
Get your shit together.
Sorry. Fuck.
Says the guy who is stumbling over his words literally the entire time today. In the midst of her potentially getting non-consensual sex done to her, grape, right?
You take that back right now.
But I like grapes.
Yeah, I like grapes too. I'm sick of them getting a bad name, getting roped into sexual assault. They don't deserve it. What did grapes do to anybody? Grapes are delicious.
So before any of that can happen, of course, Devon shows up last minute, and there's a record scratch. Did you hear the record scratch?
Was there?
He says, "Hey," and then he walks in the dun, 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 and then he goes, "Wah!" This is the record scratch as soon as he gets into the room. I'm like, that's really
I missed
funny.
that. I missed that. That's good.
I never heard it before, and I like that's real funny because if you think about it, somebody had to have done that because this is a live show,
Yeah.
and none of the music isn't coming from nowhere. The music is literally in the movie.
It's being made by a DJ as it happens. It's part of it's part of what's going on. Yeah.
Super fun. That guy.
Super fine. He
Super
says
fine.
super fine.
It sounds like super fun.
But
Go
he's saying super fine.
Go super fuck yourself.
Because he's telling Miho that she's looking good, super fine.
So now let's just skip all that because it's just a fight, and fucking Michael gets all crazy. He's like, "You bitch, you're gonna fucking pay for kicking me in the balls or punching me in the face or whatever the fuck I did." I'm flailing my arms around and I hit my fucking mic stand. It's okay. It's fine.
Do you want to do a take two?
No.
Okay.
I can't capture that same energy again.
That's fair. That's a lot to ask of you right
So
now.
Devon and Megan are finally together, and he's like, "I'm not leaving you this time. It's okay. It's gonna be fine."
And that's when we know he's a dead man walking.
We're at like the second to last showdown. This is very important. The other two slashers are dead. It's only Dr. Ripper, and it's cool because he's the most famous one. And Michael's like, "Dude, if I get killed, I want to get killed by Dr. Ripper because I just have a respect for people that are the best at what they do."
Yeah, Michael's got problems for sure.
He's off doing whatever he's doing, and you hear him scream like he got killed, and none of us know what's going on because we're not that smart. Because we're just invested in Megan and Devon, and we're just like, they're in the love room, yes?
Okay, is that the character we're playing right now? We're playing the none of us know what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Then I agree.
Were you trying to outsmart this movie?
It didn't take a lot of outsmarting, if I'm being honest. It was pretty obvious from scene one that Michael was the wild card, so he was clearly the one who was going to try and kill somebody.
But Devon ends up getting Dr. Ripper pretty good. He does this night vision thing a couple times.
Oh no, the Devon's fight scene, well, probably a little too brief. It was pretty good.
He stabs him right in the fucking ear.
Right in the ear.
It's brutal. I love all the deaths in this are pretty great.
Oh yeah.
I will.
No, they spent the money where it counted.
Then of course Michael wakes up from playing possum because he was faking it because the cameraman wasn't over
What?
there.
What?
Color me shocked. And he stabs Devon in the back. Devon.
Devon.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Of course he stabs him in the back because Michael is a fucking backstabber.
Then he cuts Devon's. I did it too. Devon. He cuts Devon's throat with the fucking scalpel from Dr. Ripper.
The tinfoil scalpel.
Yep.
That scalpel was nuts.
And then all that's left is
It's
him
got
and
all the
Megan.
foil wrinkles on it and shit. Like it looks so fucking ridiculous. I love it.
That's just what it looks like. That's what scalpels look like.
It's so bad.
Scalpels
and
are
it's
all
so
made out of
perfect.
tinfoil.
It looks like something from Six String Samurai is what it looks like.
Yeah, this takes place in the same universe. Because outside, it's just a barren wasteland.
Okay, so these guys are from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yes. God, I remember trying to tell somebody about Six String Samurai in like 6th grade, and she was so pretentious. She's like, "It's Las Vegas," and I'm like, "It's a movie." So shut up.
I can totally see being that pedantic douche who corrects you.
That girl was so mean, and I had a crush on her. Go figure. My whole fucking
What?
life, I've been
You?
crushing on bitches. Oh my god.
Story checks out.
Oh, so Michael kills Dr. Ripper, and he's gonna go after Megan, but he grabs the earpiece out of Dr. Ripper's ear and says, "Hey, if you guys want a cool epic finale, right? Just tell me where she is."
So he becomes the new slasher.
Yep. He's gonna chase her, but first he has to strap poor Brenda's head to his belt or something.
Has to. Wants to.
It's
Let's
really
be honest.
funny.
He's excited about
He's
this.
walking around with his chick's head just bouncing on his hip.
You know what? That's got to be Maurice Devereaux going, hey, we paid for this prosthetic.
Yeah,
We're gonna
right?
fucking use it.
And then while he's walking down this hallway, he gives us his confession and why he's there. It's because he doesn't want anybody to think he's a coward. He's going to prove that he's not a coward. And then he starts laughing.
Because that's what he told the producers. Basically.
And he's like, that's bullshit. Guess what? I'm actually a serial killer. You guys call me the Bible doll killer. But yeah, that's fucked up. And he's like, this is going to be my grand finale. I wasn't planning on making it this fucking far, so here we go.
Yeah, I figured they'd take me out way sooner, but...
So in the extended cut, it's the final confrontation between him and Megan. Now, in the extended cut, it goes way deeper, and it talks about how he actually fucking finds his victims. He apparently uses dating apps to meet them, and he hangs out with them a couple times, and he said until he learns where they live, and then he ghosts them. And then he comes back and just shows back up after a year and murders them. I'm like, that's fucked up, dude. That's actually creepy.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
It's actually a good movie all in itself, man.
Yeah, no, because
Maurice Devereaux should do like a
it's
darker,
plausible.
yeah.
That's what's scary. It's plausible.
Maurice Devereaux make a comeback and do a little slasher movie about that.
Yes,
and dating sites are
please.
so fucking prevalent now.
Oh my God, it's only gotten more relevant.
Oh man, that's actually a really good movie. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna be like, yo, Morris, we're bros, right?
Dude, I want him to make more movies. He's 2 for 2 on this. Like I've loved both of these movies.
He's made a
Like,
few
come
more,
on.
but some of them, like, you can't find any of them. There's one that he did right before this called, well, not right before, it took him years to make it, and then he finally made it. It's called Lady of the Lake. Not a goddamn, I can't find anything. Not a DVD, not a thing.
Nothing on Tubi?
No. Well, I looked it up on YouTube. I'm like, oh, there's got to be like a trailer. I'm like, okay, Lady of the Lake, 1998. And then I'm like, oh, hey, there's a trailer. It's a different movie. It's a documentary called Ladies of the Lake. And I don't know. It's yeah.
That's the problem with these search engines getting too smart is they're like, "Oh, you meant this."
Yeah,
No,
right.
I actually didn't. You got to give us the option of no, I didn't mean what you think I mean.
I meant literally what I typed.
Exactly what I typed.
But this is the only time that the cameraman got involved. He has not been involved at all. He's like, I can't get involved, but he trips Michael when Megan runs from him.
No, he knees him in the balls.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh shit. Good. Well, fuck him. I don't trips him, knees him, whatever. Just keeps him away from that poor girl. But even though he later he's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about you or anyone else dumb enough to fucking audition for this show. I just don't want that asshole out on the street anymore. Fair enough. He does commit harikiri though, by the way.
Pretty badass way to go out. I mean,
Doesn't make any goddamn sense because you can't. I don't think you can actually do that.
no, you'd never. He'd never get through the
Cut your own head off.
You not with that device. You could maybe do it by like falling on it or something.
Yeah,
like that,
no, but under your own power.
No, you could
No.
not. You could not clamp those together with your own strength, hard enough to sever your spinal column. But it's okay.
Who cares?
This movie is.
Are
So
you
ridiculous,
here
it's
for the
beautiful.
realism at this point?
No, definitely not here for the realism.
This is just like what Eli Roth always says. If you're not in it at this point, like you didn't like the movie to begin with.
Yeah, pretty much.
So time runs out and Megan wins. All the slashers are dead. All the other contestants are dead. She wins the biggest jackpot ever.
$18 million.
$18 million. And me and Rachel were like, is that a lot of money? I'm like, well, yeah, it was in 2001. Yes.
In 2001, it was an extra lot of money. It's still a
No,
lot.
it's a lot of money now, but it will go a lot less far.
Yeah, it just went further back then.
Your life is fixed.
It was at least twice as much back then.
You'd get away with a fifth of that and you'd be set for life back then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now you get a fifth of that and you might be able to last a month or two. So she wins the money, but she doesn't care about the money. But the camera guy, that's when he tells her, like, I don't give a shit about you or anybody else dumb enough to come on the show. I'm going to get fired now because I interfered.
Because he didn't want the serial killer going back on the streets. So then she's like, all right, you know what? Oh no. Then he's like, if you're very rich now.
I should probably be nicer to you.
It was really stupid of me to tell you I didn't give a fuck about you because you could always give me some of that money.
At least he's honest, I guess. So they go out and everybody's like, yay, Megan won. And she's like, I don't want your fucking money. Fuck you. I'm going to use this money to fight you guys. And she's like, you know what? Fuck that. You guys wouldn't care anyways.
No, she's
no,
like,
you
that's
guys would like
exactly
that.
what you want.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, did you just flip? Did you just become all capitalist on us all of a sudden?
No,
You suck.
she became fatalistic. She just realized that
Yeah, that's the word.
fighting people like that at their own game is kind of giving them exactly what they want.
Yeah. So just take your money and have fun.
Because she
I
could
guess.
take her 18 million, exhaust all of it, and they'd still have 100 times more than that.
What she does is take that 18 million, hire some really good hitmen, and maybe
There
could
could be a
some,
sequel to this movie that would be very interesting.
where she kidnaps everybody at the top of whatever chain is going on here, and she makes her own slasher show with them.
Oh, I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, that's the end of the movie. She decides, like, well, fine, I'll give you, dude, Hideo is the cameraman's name. It's like, fine, I'll give you some fucking money. Anyways, cut again and action again. That was slashers.
Seamless cut.
Yes.
As they do in slashers. You'll never notice.
That was slashers. And we are slashers, right? A little bit of solidarity.
Yeah. Yes. Hashtag we are slashers.
With our Canadian brethren.
Yes. I just want Maurice Devereaux to do another movie. Is it Maurice or Morris? I think
it's Morris.
Anyway,
pretty sure
I want
Morris.
to do another movie. I have loved the shit out of both of these. I want to see more. I want to see more Devereaux.
Are those your final thoughts? Do you have any more?
Just fucking fun. I can't believe more people aren't talking about these movies. I can't believe that these are so fringe when they're so fun.
Yeah, there's a slew of just like 1-star reviews. You know how I love to look at those look at those bad reviews.
Oh yeah.
And they all say the same thing. Low budget. This is ripping off such and such a thing. I'm like, it's just a dumb indie movie. Have a little bit more grace and a little fun, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, within 5 minutes whether this is your thing. This is not a hard decision to make. If you're not in the first 5 minutes of this movie, get the fuck out. It's not getting better.
The second the Slashers theme song starts, if you're not in at that point.
Kinda, yeah.
So yeah, I like this movie. I've liked this movie for a long time.
Yeah, I'm glad you recommended this to me. This is a fun one. This is definitely going to get rewatched. I'm definitely watching that the theatrical cut or whatever. I guess probably didn't get a theatrical.
It's called the alternate cut. It did get released in theaters. I don't know, and probably in Canada, like a very, very small limited run.
Anyway, I'll be watching that longer cut as well, just for comparison's sake. But this is just fun as shit.
Yeah, watch more fun movies. It's
Yeah.
Halloween. Watch horror movies in particular.
Definitely. And put this one on your list because you haven't watched it. Let's be honest, you haven't watched it.
I can almost guarantee that. Yeah. Only idiots like me who used to wander around Hastings going, what movie should I get? I got this. I rented this specifically because he brought it up on the End of the Line. I watched End of the Line first, and he said, "Oh, I made this other movie called Slashers," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna check it out."
Yeah, after End of the Line, I can see why you want to see more.
Yeah, completely different movies.
Oh, night and day.
So much fucking different, but both really good if you're into that kind of thing.
Yes.
So watch fucking Slashers. I think we're done. I'm done. I give up. I quit.
Check us out on social media at the Shark Pod. If you want to follow my comedy, you can find the links to my socials on the Sharks Cross Hollywood Instagram in the description there. At Mance, or is it at Mance or at Samuel Mance? I can't remember now. I think it's Samuel Mance. At Samuel Mance.
Figure that shit out.
Anyway, follow us on the socials because I need social media followers because I can't get booked at certain venues without a certain amount of followers. And I got several hundred followers left to go before I can start getting bookings based on my social media. Maybe over 1,000 that I still need before I can start getting those bookings. So if you want to support me, follow me on the Instagram and the Facebook.
Also, give us money at patreon.com/SharksCrossHollywood.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually know what we're going to be doing next time.
You're prepared?
Yeah, Creepshow. Because we always have to do our anthology, and it's going to be Creepshow because I don't know. We've always, the last 2 years we picked movies that aren't really fucking horror movies, even though they should be, and they kind of look like it.
Now, you brought me around on heavy metal.
It's like
you did. You brought me around.
It's partially a horror movie, but then it's really not.
It's got strong horror elements. It's as much of a horror movie as
Dungeon Master.
Definitely as much of a horror movie as Dungeon
Which
Master.
we fucked up. I liked both of those movies though. We will have to do Heavy Metal 2000 one of these days because it's such an unseen movie. Like it came out and people completely forgot about it. It's on Tubi,
true.
I think.
That's true. It did. Like it was. They promoted it hard for like 5 minutes, and then after it hit video, after it left pay-per-view, it fucking disappeared. Nobody talked about it
because nobody liked it. This isn't my heavy metal. Hashtag not my heavy metal because hashtags totally existed in the year 2000.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I used to watch it on Stars back in the day. You know, Stars when we had cable. Not Stars, the streaming service. Stars, Channel 15 in Great Falls, Montana.
Yep.
That's Stars. Sometimes I watched Encore, which was Channel 14.
Ooh, Encore. That was that was the more more of the classics. It was more of the older movies.
That was
more
one of
of
the
your
movies.
film
Yeah.
school stars.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Movies that nobody gave a shit about anymore.
It was older movies, but well regarded, generally speaking, if I recall.
All right, good. Go get in a fucking time machine and watch some Encore movies. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. All right, next week, next time, whenever the fuck I get this figured out, we'll be back with Creepshow, our
It's about
anthology movie
goddamn time.
for
That's
the
all
year.
I can say.
I know. I'm excited. I haven't never watched it. I could use some good 80s horror.
You're gonna have a blast.
I'm into it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Until next time, stay jawsome.